Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Monday, November 10th, 2014, around 7:13 in the morning in Berwick, Massachusetts. It's a cold morning, sun's out though. It's going to rebound in the 50s today. Some news to report. It's Happy World Science Day, and that's about it on the news. My next subject is the continuation of my top 10 list of everything and anything. I've reached the top 10 professional wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. This is an impressive list. Some of these names are wrestlers who should be in the Hall of Fame for the WWE, but so far they haven't been inducted yet. But maybe 2015 and beyond, they will be inducted. I didn't list the current WWE stars or semi-retired WWE superstars or wrestlers because they might show up at a WrestleMania and stuff like that and maybe have one or two more matches. And here are the top 10 professional wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 10 on the all-time list of wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, Stan the Man Stasiak. Stan was the WWF champion for about 9 days in 1973. He was from Buzzards Creek, Oregon. He was famous for the master of the Heart Punch, and he was like a star in WWF and Portland Wrestling and a few other territories. He should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. He was managed by the late great Grand Wizard of Wrestling. Comes in at number 10. Number 9 on the all-time list of pro wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer was the ECW icon for so many years. He had a feud with Raven and Sabu and Rob Van Dam. He won the ECW World Championship for a few minutes in 2000. Later on, he was in WWE and TNA. He should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. There was talk he would go in 2013, but that never came to be. But one of these days, he'll get a plaque in the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 8 on the all-time list of the greatest of pro wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. He was part of the legendary tag team, the British Bulldog, with the Dynamite Kid. They won WWE Tag Team Gold in 1986, held it for about 10 months. Later on, Davey Boy Smith had a singles career that led him to the Intercontinental title, the European title, plus he formed the tag team with his brother-in-law Owen Hart. They held the WWE Tag Team Championship for over 8 months from 1996 through 1997. He should get in the Hall of Fame one of these years posthumously. And he's in at number 8. Number 7 on the list is Tommy Wildfire Wish. Tommy Wildfire Wish was the icon of Georgia Championship Wrestling, was the NWA champion for about 5 days, real popular in the South, the USWA, and other Southern wrestling territories. He should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. He comes in at number 7. Number 6 on the all-time list of professional wrestlers who should be in the Hall of Fame, Stan Lariat Hansen. Stan was wrestled in the WWF. He broke Bruno Sammartino's neck in 1976, and he had a feud with him. Later on, he was in the WWE. 1981, had a feud with Bob Backlund, traveled to Japan, wrestled in Georgia, Texas, and he was the AWA champion for about 6 months. And he should be in the Hall of Fame maybe next year. Stan gets a call. Number 5 on the all-time list of professional wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. Ivan Koloff beat Bruno Sammartino in January 1971 to win the WWF Championship. He only held the belt for 3 weeks. He dropped it to Pedro Morales. But Ivan was one of the best heels of all time. He wrestled from many territories, AWA, Mid-Atlantic, Georgia, Florida, Texas, California, Canada, everywhere. And Ivan feuded with Dusty Rhodes, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino. He wrestled him in the first cage match at Madison Square Garden, and other superstars. He should be in the Hall of Fame. And he later on formed a tag team with his nephew, Nikita Koloff. They're not related in real life, but his wrestling nephew. and they were NWA World Tag Team Champions. So Ivan Koloff should go into the WWE Hall of Fame, and there's a push to get him in on Facebook fan page to get Ivan Koloff into the WWE Hall of Fame. He might in 2015. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest of the professional wrestlers who should be in the Hall of Fame. Kevin Nash, also known as Diesel. Kevin had a great career in the WWE and WCW. He won the Triple Crown, ICC Tag Team titles, and World title in 1 year, 1994. He had a year-long run as Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Later on, Kevin was part of the NWO, was WCW Tag Team Champions, WCW World Champion many times. He was really cool. He was famous for saying, "Too sweet." And if Kevin Nash gets into the WWE Hall of Fame, he's going to be inducted as Big Daddy Cool Diesel, just like his fellow NWO member. Scott Hall was inducted as Razor Ramon. Kevin Nash is going to be inducted as Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And he's in at number 4. Number 3 on the all-time list of the professional wrestlers who should be in the Hall of Fame. The Olympic strongman Ken Patera. Ken Patera had a long career in the AWA and Mid-Atlantic and WWE. He was WWE IC champion in 1980. He had a feud with Pat Patterson and Tony Atlas and Pedro Morales go over the belt. Later on, he was the AWA World Tag Team Champions with Jerry Blackwell, and they were managed by Sheik Al Casey, and they were dressed up as Sheiks. Ken Patera did. Later on, he went back to the WWE to team with Big John Studd, and they cut Andre the Giant's hair, which Vince McMahon says that's the most despicable contact in the history of the World Wrestling Federation. And later on, Ken Patera turned face, but he wasn't a good face in my opinion. But he still should be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe 2015 is going to be his year. Number 2 on the all-time list of the professional wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. The Rocket, Owen Hart. Owen Hart was a legendary wrestler. He was Stampede North American Champion, and he went to the WWE as the Blue Blazer. Didn't have success there. Wrestled in Germany and Mexico, and later on he came back to WWE, teamed up with Jim D'Anvonite to film The New Foundation and High Energy with Coco Beware. Then he got in his famous feud with his brother, and he won WWE Tag Team Champions with 3 different partners: Yokozuna, British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, and Jeff Jarrett. He was also the European champion one time and a couple of times IC champion. Tragically, Owen Hart passed away at the age of 34 at Over the Edge in Kansas City, Missouri in 1999 when he had a mishap of an accident when he was supposed to come down from the rafters as the Blue Blazers, but he had a mishap and passed away. But he should go in the Hall of Fame. Maybe 2015 is going to be the year he goes in. And the number 1 professional wrestler who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah! Macho Man had a legendary career in the WWE. He was IC champion, 2-time WWE World Champion in 1988. 1992, he had legendary feuds with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Honky Tonk Man, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Hulk Hogan, Nature Boy Ric Flair, and Crush. He went into WCW in 1994, and he had continuous feud with Ric Flair over the WCW World Championship. He also feuded with Hulk Hogan. He was part of the NWO. He feuded with Diamond Dallas Page and others. He should be in it, especially. He's probably maybe the most famous professional wrestler in the 80s behind Hulk Hogan, in my opinion. He tragically passed away in a car accident in 2011. And next week, the WWE is going to release a new Macho Man DVD. It's going to be a biography plus several matches. And I already have the 2009 DVD of Macho Man Randy Savage, which the WWE released. See, this is the best matches of his career, so get this DVD. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later. Facebook friends and YouTube followers for 2 more video blogs. One's about the former NHL team, the New York Americans, which played in the NHL for about 17 years, from 1925 to 1942. And my 3rd and final video blog of the night tonight will be about personality profile. Will be about Cedric Maxwell, who's the radio color man on broadcast on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.